Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Quick announcement before we get to our video. I've been invited to attend MagicCon Las Vegas as a creator. Huge thanks to all of you for supporting this channel. It wouldn't be possible without you. In celebration of hitting 5,000 subscribers, the lovely people at Ultimate Guard have sent along a box of their newest products, like this new Xenoskin Sidewinder. The Sidewinder has a soft microfiber lining as well as the rugged Xenoskin shell we've all come to love. While the Sidewinder isn't a new product, they are now available in the beautiful two-tone Synergy series, like this red-white one seen here. I'll be giving away a few Ultimate Guard products at MagicCon Las Vegas, but only a few. I don't have a ton. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Sean. Huge thanks to Sean and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Sean reached out asking for a deck built around the new Adventures commander, Beluna Grandsquall, and I was more than happy to help. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Beluna Grandsquall is an adventure creature. We may cast either her as a creature, a 3-mana 4/4 legendary giant noble with trample who lowers the cost of permanent spells we cast that have adventure by 1, or as the instant Seek Thrills. Seek Thrills is a 5-mana spell and we mill 7 cards. We then put all cards that have an adventure from among the milled cards into our hand. So Beluna is both card advantage and mana ramp, which are two of the biggest things we want in the deck. Of course, we also want other things in the deck, but since adventures are so broad, we'll be doing this video a little differently. Trust me, it'll all make sense in the end. But before we get to our deck list, we should keep in mind our checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. One more thing before we get started. I've been streaming Final Fantasy XIV over on my other channel, Musings by Danon, every weekday in the afternoons or evenings. If you want to pop in and ask some questions, chat about Commander, or just hang out, you're more than welcome to. Amethyst Dragon, Aquatic Alchemist, Beanstalk Giant, Beanstalk Worm, Bone Crusher Giant, Bramble Familiar, Brazen Borrower, Dread Linorm, Elusive Otter, Embereth Shieldbreaker, Emerald Dragon, Ettercap, Fang Dragon, Ferocious Werefox, Flaxen Intruder, Frolicking Familiar, Galvanic Giant, Grabby Giant, Hearth Elemental, Horned Lockwhale, Hypnotic Sprite, Illithid Harvester, Monster Manual, Moonshae Pixie, Questing Druid, Rosethorn Acolyte, Sapphire Dragon, Scalding Viper, Stormkeld Vanguard, Swordcoast Serpent, Tempest Heart, Tlinkali Hunter, Two-Handed Axe, Virtue of Courage, Virtue of Knowledge, Virtue of Strength, Young Blue Dragon, and Young Red Dragon. Now, I don't want to go over each and every adventure that we've got so far in the deck, but we have adventures that ramp, some that interact with our opponents and serve as spot removal, as well as some that serve as card advantage. We need to know how much of each so that we can figure out what else to put in the deck. 5 pieces of mana ramp, 11 pieces of card advantage, 1 board wipe, and 16 pieces of interaction. But the most important thing we need to add is Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Frontier Bivouac, Yavimaya Coast, Shivan Reef, Karplusan Forest, Bark Channel Pathway, Riverglide Pathway, Crag Crown Pathway, Temple of Mystery, Temple of Epiphany, Temple of Abandon, Tangled Islet, Molten Tributary, Wooded Ridgeline, Simic Guildgate, Izzet Guildgate, Gruul Guildgate, Simic Growth Chamber, Izzet Boilerworks, Gruul Turf, Scavenger Grounds, 5 forests, 5 islands, and 5 mountains make up the lands for our deck. Sol Ring, Arcane Signet, Sage of the Beyond, Stormkiln Artist, Circuitous Root, Rampant Growth, Nature's Lore, Farseek, Cultivate, and Kodama's Reach help to round out our rant package. Edgewall Innkeeper, Storyteller Pixie, Sentinel of Lost Lore, Archmage Emeritus, and Teamer Sabertooth serve to give us a rather impressive card advantage package. Lozon Dragon's Legacy for additional spot removal, Negate to stop any shenanigans, and Commit Memory for both interaction and graveyard hate. Blasphemous Act and Delayed Blast Fireball help us to reset the board as needed. Thousand Year Storm, Swarm Intelligence, Double Vision, and Lucky Clover help to make our adventures even more effective. Now that we have our deck list, we should compare it to our checklist. 52 mana sources split between 37 lands and 16 pieces of ramp. A little high, but some of our adventurous cards tend to be pricey. 16 pieces of card advantage, 3 board wipes, 19 pieces of interaction, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Scavenger Grounds and Commit Memory. No sudden I win cards, but lots of value. When I was building this deck, I wanted to include as many playable adventure cards in our color identity as possible. After I was done and added some support cards, I noticed the deck list was incredibly cheap. So I decided to keep the land base cheap as well, which means the entire deck can be picked up for about $80. Are you building a Beluna Grandsquall deck? What about an adventure deck? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Alex, Daniel, Steve, Kevin, Alex, Cookie, Nick, Borgie, Jake, Exiled Rogue, Medman, Manassas, Nazwin, and Kyo. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.